making their way to the ring. At a combined weight of 420 pounds, hailing from Skid Row and a van parked somewhere on it, they are the Infection, Rob Shit, and the Dirty Kid Delinquent, Baron Rosa. And together, they are the Ringworms. Here come the dirtiest piece of driftwood to ever wash up on the filthiest beach I've ever been to.
I feel like I'm going to have to take at least 1, maybe 2 showers after this.
No, God.
Now I need sanitizer.
And their opponents, weighing in at a combined 305 pounds, they are Lucas Riley and RJ Sick Boy Santos. And together, they are the Sick Renegades!
Let me tell you what, there is passion, there is fire, and there is absolutely just an abundance, a cornucopia of talent in this ring. Wait a minute! Oh!
Lucas Riley barely able to jump in before getting tackled by Baron Rosa. Rob Shit now just pressing the advantage on RJ Sick Boy Santos.
I mean, let's be honest. I absolutely expected this type of behavior from these sickos.
Do-si-do and reversals to the apron. Sick Boy and Lucas.
Like a well-oiled machine coming right back.
Already. Although this is, I think, their first official team-up, they have great chemistry together.
Right, 2 high-flying renegades, 2 high-flying superstars. This is going to be a explosive main event.
Absolutely, they're operating in sync, but Baron Rosa gets the escape. Oh. Wow, okay. And now the Ringworms meet in the middle of the ring once again, ricocheting off of those drop kicks. The Sick Renegades off to an early advantage here, showing off more chemistry than a periodic table. Meanwhile, the Ringworms are like a petri dish out on the floor out there.
Right, getting dumped out like the dumpster juice. Ugh.
They're not chemistry, they're bacteriology.
Ooh. All I'm hoping is that Lucas and RJ got tested before and after this match.
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of laws about those sort of performers here in California. Oh, Lucas Riley confusing Rob Shit right off the bat. Oh, right to the back of the head.
You know, Lucas Riley being a smart high flyer, he's also the personification of speed. He is so quick in that ring.
There he goes, lightning fast hands. Lucas Riley, often called the Gravity Renegade. Whoa, gets blocked on the enziguri.
And let me tell you, in 10 episodes of Up All Night, we have seen some dynamic, unbelievable moves from Lucas Riley. I love watching him in the ring.
Ooh, running knee. Puts a period on the end of that sentence. Rob Shit gets the tag. Here comes Baron Rosa. Shot to the midsection. Lucas Riley ricocheting into the ropes. Holding himself there. Cradled beautifully. Whew. Those slippery ropes here on Friday the 13th. You got to watch out, folks.
But that is what we call talent. RJ Sick Boy Santos not getting his footing, but still able to recover quickly with his instinct.
And a beautiful senton stage dive there.
Oh, once again, talent. That's what that is. He was smart to keep away from that Kai the Supreme. I mean, he doesn't need that type of direction. He's doing great on his own.
No, again, and Sick Boy has always been good.
Rob, shit, wait a minute. What is going on in the corner over here?
I was watching the referee. What happened? Oh, no. Oh, wow. Power slam with authority.
Let me tell you, referee James Robinson was a little distracted. Rob Shit came off from his corner and knocked RJ's lights out in that corner. Got the distraction.
Here comes Rob in off the tag. RJ is tripped and takes a knee to the jaw. Holy smokes. I was just trying to say how RJ is very able to adjust, adapt, and overcome, but, you know, that low blow you're saying?
Listen, it's early. It's early.
Gets his feet taken out from beneath him.
You know, I would normally root for the stylings of these these ringworms. I mean,
What?
Baron Rosa, he calls himself bodacious, and I love that word.
Bodacious.
Again, once again, bodacious Baron being bodacious, and I'm all about Rob Shit's fantastic wardrobe, but these two dudes are gross.
Would you call it?
They're
Yeah,
disgusting.
they are nasty. Would you call his wardrobe shit-tacular?
Yeah, that's a great word for
Yeah.
it.
If we're gonna go with bodacious Baron,
I'd invite him to a Halston body party, but they'd stink up the room, literally and figuratively.
you would want to make sure you're at a neutral location.
Right.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay a deposit. Wow, Rob off the middle rope with that splash. Oh, I thought that was all she wrote.
You know, once again, I'll give credit where credit is due. RJ being smart, avoiding the allure of a Kai the Supreme.
Oh.
Oh!
Baron Rosa raising our expectations and getting the dander up of Lucas Riley. Now trying to be contained by the referee.
Listen, Lucas Riley's got to be smarter than that in that ring. He is such a good performer, and he's got to be taunted like that. I mean, he's let him get him under his skin this early.
Lucas Riley is all about passion, and the ringworms know that. They know how to exploit that passion, turn it into a weapon against him.
I will say that is a smart
And
thing.
once again, Baron Rosa jawing with the referee. Look what we have here.
Baron better be very wise. Lucas Riley's right behind him. Keep your eyes on the back of the head, Baron.
Sick boy left over there in no man's land. Oh.
I would call that a bodacious boot right to his chest.
And what a filthy boot it is.
Woo. You can smell it from here, folks.
Oh, gosh.
By the way, you might not be able to see this at home. There are still 2 thumbtacks in the bottom of bodacious Baron Rosa's boots. He has been in some hardcore matches in his life, so this is not going to be an easy task for RJ to get over.
Oh, coming down hard on that arm.
Double axe handle right on that arm.
Trying to hyperextend the elbow and keeping that wrist lock up. Focusing on that right arm of RJ Santos.
Isolation, baby, that's what it's about.
Sick boy now firing with those forearms. He knows he has to clear. He's got to cover his backside, too. Sick boy, great trip up. Senton.
Is he going to get that tag?
Can he do
tag.
it?
Wait.
Rosa takes Lucas Riley off the apron and throws him into the ring post and the wall. RJ Santos finds nobody home in the corner.
Right now it's kind of a 2-on-1 because Lucas Riley's not even there for the tag. If RJ even gets his druthers, he's not going to be able to tag out. Here we go, big pin.
Atomic drop and then a pin.
Trying to take care of business is Rob Shit. Lucas Riley still trying to recover over here in the corner. He's got to be there for his partner.
Rob just looks like he's choking the life out of Santos. Or he's
As
pulling
he
him up by
should.
the hair. Any kind of dirty deed, it's done as filthily as possible.
And it's done dirt cheap.
No, they actually charge quite a bit to get chopped.
Have they raised prices since I've been there?
Well, they know how to take advantage of an opening. Oh, my God! Wow! What a nasty combination. That catapult maneuver into a spear, almost like a spine buster.
It was like a spear spine buster combo in one.
It's just running into a wall of Baron.
You know, listen, Lucas Riley could be the king of innovation, but maybe Bodacious Baron could be innovative as well.
I think Rob Shit is sharing some of his innermost gases with the crowd around him.
Disgusting.
Or fluids. I didn't see the whole thing run down.
Listen,
because
I left my
Baron
Febreze at
Rosa with
home.
the big lift. Sick boy recovers, lands on his feet. Oh my goodness!
He's going for the
Wow!
How does he have the energy?
Coming from behind like that with a reverse implant DDT over the top. I don't know. I don't have words anymore. Halston, what a match we are seeing here
There
tonight.
it is. Oh, these boys better look out. Here comes Lucas Riley.
Oh!
Knocking the head off of Rob Shit.
Coming in
Twice.
fast with those sitting lariats. Riley gets behind him. Oh! Snapmare brings him down.
Whoa!
Teeing off with him. Gets behind the waist of Rosa. Off the middle rope. Cross body. Good God. Lucas Riley, the Gravity Renegade, is a house on fire. Here he comes.
The temperature in this room just raised about 5 to 10 degrees because Lucas Riley is on fire right now.
Rear waist lock. Lucas trying to escape. Riley, booting Baron Rosa back into the corner. Can he get low? He got low. He went to the flow. And then he comes up and wow!
Using Rob Shit as a footstool to knock him out.
Like a pommel horse. And then, wow! the 99 cutter, or cutter 99 from that middle rope. Did not get all of it. Rob Shit is able to kick out. Baron Rosa incensed by the audience's chanting.
Right, they're counting. The audience wanting the LA Collection Services here to take out the trash.
Oh, Sick Boy having enough of waiting in the corner by himself.
You know, if Lucas and RJ were smart, they'd throw these two in the dumpster and leave them for dead.
Very nice Falcon Arrow and a running shooting star. Oh, my goodness. Baron
This is
Rosa
turning into chaos quickly. The referee better get a hold of these two because this is just becoming a brawl. And that's where these two, the ringworms, do better. They've been in enough bar fights. They've been in enough alley fights and street fights. This is what they want out of these two.
They've been in enough tussles. A tussle is technically a fight that occurs on top of a pile of garbage. Oh, double spine buster. Choke slam. He's just dead. They just planted him. They planted Lucas Riley like a tree.
Lucas Riley almost went through the ring like Santa goes through the chimney.
And
Good
then
God.
6 feet deeper after that.
Woo. How much more punishment can RJ take in this ring, too? Lucas Riley was in just for a bit, but they're still working on RJ. They know he's a tough competitor.
Sick Boy does not give up without a fight, and he's got plenty of fight in that dog.
Not when you've got 2-on-1. Here it comes.
The
Once
ringworms
again,
have learned to divide and conquer.
the tortures.
Oh, and now Rob Shit up at the top with a flying elbow. Plants it right in the heart of RJ Santos. Oh, but there's some confusion about the legal man.
Listen.
Sick Boy.
Those boys can be brutal all they want, but if they're not pinning the right guy, they're not going to get that big W.
That could have been it, but the ringworm's unable to, not quite ready with the ring awareness. Wow. Now in the corner, Santos getting manhandled, shoved up onto the top rope. This spells disaster. Both ringworms now in position, looking like a superplex to end the life of RJ Santos.
Whoa. Still, RJ's still fighting it off, though.
He may not be the legal man, but why not punish him if he's here? And oh, Lucas Riley with the save. Here he comes, kicking Baron Rosa off. Can Santos fight off Rob Shit? Oh, Riley
He's got to do
building
something
up a head of steam.
Oh, what was
amazing
that?
Tope senton. Wow.
RJ.
Holy smokes. And a double stomp.
Double stomp right in the gut.
Like a
There
hailstorm.
it is.
One after the other. Here are your winners, RJ Sick Boy Santos and Lucas Riley, the Sick Renegades. Holy moly, Halston. For a first-time matchup, again, we are seeing amazing work. They behave like they've been tag team partners for years, putting the spurs right to the ringworms.
Again, smart move on the part of RJ Sick Boy Santos. He could be under the grasp right now of Kai the Supreme, dealing and being a complete jerk to the rest of the roster, but instead he's collecting wins in that ring with the help of Lucas Riley.
Absolutely. They have applied the topical antifungal cream to the ringworms, and they should not be a problem for them anytime soon. Holy smokes, what a great tag team. What a start of a beautiful friendship possibly here between Lucas and RJ, the Sick Renegades.